Thank you, Aditya, for being here. Quickly, if you can let us know what you guys do.
So I run Redcliffe Labs, and Redcliffe Labs is today a pan-India omni-channel diagnostics player. Uh, well, omni-channel, I think you might think what makes us special. None of the bigger incumbents you ever come across, they have been able to really make inroads into the home sample collection journey. We do that equally well. Then also what we do is we open up these offline centers, which we call the collection centers. So today we have more than 80 labs which are fully owned and operated by the company. And we have 2000 collection centers which are in tier 2 and beyond, where people can walk in, give samples and get the reports. So that is something which makes us stands out from the entire industry competitors. Second thing is the day we started, I think we got a purpose to do this. Through my own personal journey, when I got to look at diagnostics as an industry, I got to know that more than two-thirds of the Indians are dying because of NCDs, which is non-communicable diseases. Diseases like thyroid, diabetes, cardiovascular problems, cancer, and all these can be prevented if there is a timely diagnosis and accurate diagnosis. So what we stand for as a company is to give every Indian the right to quality diagnostics. And why it's important is more than 80% of the India still lives in tier 2 and beyond. And they don't have access to quality healthcare, quality diagnostics. And these lives can be saved. These many lives I'm talking about, two out of three Indians who are dying can be saved just by timely diagnosis and accurate diagnostics. So what we stand as a company is giving every Indian the right to quality diagnostics, and none of the other players in the industry do that.
There are very large companies that have been built on diagnostics, right? And you guys have scaled so quickly in the last 3-4 years. What is that has contributed to that, and what is this playbook that you kind of developed that helped you scale so quickly?
So as I said, I think the guiding principle for us is our purpose. Now, to break this down further, we defined 4 A's on the business to stand. So first A for us is awareness. Second A is affordability. Third is accessibility, and the fourth one is accuracy. So talking about each of them in one line. So one on the awareness thing, we invested right from the beginning. In the 3.5 years, we almost touching now a 500 crore revenue scale. That is because 2.5 million organic users come to our website searching for what kind of tests they should book, what is these tests all about, and we do this in vernacular. Second important thing for us is affordability. We're almost 50% cheaper than incumbents. Our average revenue per test is 150 rupees. We do about 5.5 tests per patient. So we test more. We test more number of tests for the same patient, but we do it at half the price. So this makes us special. Third is accessibility. We have these labs right there in those towns, smaller towns. Whereas even if you look at new age players, none of them have been able to create that kind of infrastructure. And when it comes to healthcare, infrastructure builds trust. And people, we discovered it very early on. Consumers were asking this: where's your lab? Where should I come and drop my sample? Though they might not come, they might call the phlebotomist at home, but they want that end company to be accountable, and they should feel it, trust it. So that is where we invested. We are 80 plus fully owned and operated labs. And fourth one is accuracy. You do everything right, but you're not able to roll out accurate reports, it's of no use. So for us, 50% labs are NABL accredited, which is the gold standard in India. So we have more NABL than is the testimony that we always stood for the right thing. We wanted to build this in the right manner, though a lot of investment has gone, but this is for the investment has gone in according to these principles of scale up for us.
Very good. One last question. Given that you have so much of data across healthcare data points from across the country, anything interesting insight that you have seen in the last 12-15 months that is, either surprising in the positive side or on the negative side?
So I think one thing which we need to be, I think, at least aware of is India is at an epidemic stage when it comes to NCDs. We are called the diabetic capital of the world. We have 240 million users who are either diabetic or pre-diabetic. The worst part is 60% of the people are not aware that they are. 50% of the people are not aware that they're hypertensive. So they can't take any action, right? And what is seen in our data set is very interesting insights. So I used to always think that like as a country, we can't have more than 10% people suffering from heart problems. And 29 September was a World Heart Day, and we are doing some data analysis around it in the insights, and we found out those people who come to us and tested, more than 50% of the people across ages, across demographics, they were suffering from some or the other problem in heart. I think that's a very shocking thing, right? If we don't act today, India doesn't have this ecosystem, or all these things and into a tertiary healthcare. We don't have the ecosystem to support it. Will collapse. Healthcare will collapse. I think so. This is the need of the hour that we have started figuring out: cardiovascular problems, diabetes, as I talked about, and every other. I think it's growing at a very massive pace because of the lifestyle issues. But the good things are that I think we are having a rapid urbanization. 70 million households are entering into middle income, $10,000 plus disposable income. So we can afford to be healthy. We have a higher life expectancy. But I think we need to invest not in illness. We have to invest in preventive. So that's the need which we need to really go after.
Excellent. By the way, congratulations on your new fundraise. Let it give you more firepower to grow across the country and deliver more and more impact.
Yeah, thank you, Ranjit, and special thanks to Chiratae, because it's my first institutional backer. I got to learn a lot, and sticking through the thick and thin, the ups and downs is the most important part, and I think trust is the most important factor which has played between us and also with your larger team, Sudhir and TCM, who have trusted me personally and my vision. And I think without that, I would not have been able to start or even reach anything, even 1/10 of it.
No,
So thanks.
thank you very much for having us a part of your journey and the learning curve for both of us.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nandita.
Thanks.
Thank you.